game. We're able to get to the paint. We're able to get to the rim and finish. But right now, we're just not shooting the ball straight. We got a lot of good looks. You thought Reggie makes the free throws, and then the ball finds him on the next play for a wide open three, and you just thought that seal was going to break on that play, but unfortunately it didn't.
So now you guys, were you valuing the ball tonight enough, not just the turnovers, but the rebounding?
Yeah, I think both of those things. When you talk about the rebounding, we talked about it in Game 1. They had 18 offensive rebounds. Tonight they have 17. And that kind of got them going there in that first quarter and throughout the game. And then we gave up a couple late. But then also 10 steals. We got to take care of the ball because when we do take care of the ball, we get great looks. It's just a matter of make or miss.
How were they able to limit Luka to 15 shots?
I thought Luka did a great job of playing 4-on-3. With the 42 minutes, he played 39 of them 4-on-3. He did what he was supposed to do. He had 2 on him. And that just shows maturity. He didn't force anything. He accepted the double team, played in the pocket with the playmakers. He made all the right plays. And unfortunately, we just didn't capitalize on a lot of them tonight.
And Coach, do you think that that you miss anything as a team, especially in these games when Luka receive so many double teams?
What do we miss?
No, if you miss something as a team, I don't mean that you miss something. It's simply a question.
Yeah. No, again, this is our team, and so we try to put guys in a position to be, successful. He plays 4-on-3. He takes the shots when he has to. But I thought he played an incredible game of being unselfish, of giving the ball to his teammates and trusting, and kept in the huddles telling those guys to keep shooting it, that one's going to fall. And just unfortunately, we just didn't make them at the right time tonight.
Coach Dwight Powell, obviously a very physical, energetic player. How much does that kind of help set the tone for the other guys? How much does it rub off on other guys just when he's playing at that 100% effort?
Yeah, that's what DP does all the time. He plays 100%. He's physical. He gives his body. He's one of our better playmakers, as we just talked about on the 4-on-3. I thought he did a great job tonight. Maxi was great. C. Wood was great. We just didn't make threes at the right time.
Coach, we saw a little bit of Falco tonight. What did you see from him that you like? And can you talk a little bit about his role and maybe your expectations?
Yeah, I think when you talk about Campazzo coming in, just to give us a spark, another ball handler tonight, especially with Spencer picking up foul trouble. Josh was in foul trouble, so we turned to him to be, we can call it a security blanket, someone who can run the team, make plays, and I thought he did a great job while he was in there. Again, we're not looking for him to shoot threes and make them all, but I thought just his tempo and his pace and the way Luka, he trusts Campazzo when he has the ball out there, and I thought he did a lot of good things for us tonight.
Wood finally got going early in the fourth quarter. You guys made a good run. Were you deciding to stress defense down the stretch? Is that why he wasn't in the game?
No, you look at Maxi's first game back was great. As we talked about earlier, we got a lot of bigs that can play. And this isn't a bigs game. You can only play one a lot of times, and so we're looking at the way the bench was playing. When you look at Josh and Maxi, they were playing really well for us. So we went with Maxi down the stretch. C. Wood, got us going by knocking down those 2 threes. And so just trying to get Maxi back into the swing of things. C. Wood came out the gates a little slow in that first half, but it happens. And that's why he has teammates behind him.
Coach, what led to the breakdown in the final possession there?
The breakdown for us trying to get a 3. Yeah, we tried to get the ball to our playmakers to make a quick play. Maxi had a split second. The corner was open, but he threw it back out to the slot. We thought the ball would attract somebody. It did for a half a second, but unfortunately we passed it around and we turned it over. We didn't get a shot.
You were saying before the game, that you're generally happy with the way the season's gone. Lost some tough games, but this is 3 losses in a row, and you have a tough one tomorrow. Do you have concern about this spiraling a little bit more?
Yeah, you just gotta stay together. There's a group in that locker room. They all play hard. They all want to play. We're not guaranteed wins. You gotta play, to get wins, and so we gotta stay together. A lot of us have been through this last year. This isn't. We're not. There's no panic here. We got to continue to be consistent on both ends of the ball if you want to have success in this league. And Boston, we had a good second half. Tonight we had a great, first quarter. But then when we started to sub, the lead started to get away from us, and so it's just, it's basketball. It's a game of runs.
Thank you, Coach. We have
Thanks.
Maxi Kleber coming in.
The numbers were good. How did you feel physically?
I felt fine. There was a stretch, especially during the first half, where I didn't have my win, but otherwise I felt good out there.
Why do you think you guys, you guys jumped out to that lead? Why do you think you guys kind of lost traction there in the second quarter?
The first unit did a great job coming out with the right energy, played well. Obviously, as a second unit, we got to pick the same pace up, but we also scored easy, which sometimes leads to us playing a little bit more loose. I think the biggest thing that we also talked about, we were well prepared, was the rebounding, and they had too many second chance points, too many second chance overall by rebounding, which puts us in a bad spot, and we have to do a better job there. But yeah, when you have the lead, you got to keep it and play the right way on both ends, not just offense.
See, the 4th time on the road that the opponent has been missing its best player or players, and you guys have found a way to not win those games. What kind of explanation do you have for?
I mean, teams can play basketball, even if their best player's out. So a lot of credits to Toronto. They have really good players, but it's definitely on us. We got to step up with the right mindset, got to play the right way. And especially when teams have one of their stars out, a lot of times they play a lot more physical, harder, and you got to match the energy. And I think for some parts we did that, but when it comes to rebounding and all this stuff, we have to do a better job there.
Actually, with Dwight Powell, he's a guy that plays really physical style, brings a ton of energy. How much do you think that rubs off on yourself and other teammates, and how much does he help set the tone at the start of the game?
A lot. Dwight is a really great teammate on and off the court. He's always positive, supporting, and especially when it comes to playing, he plays his role, he knows what he has to do. He's bringing a lot of energy. When you look at the bench, every time he's the first guy who's up when somebody makes a shot or a good play on defense. He's supporting everybody, talking positive. So, having a guy like Dwight on the team is big time, because it's just, just by the way he lives his profession, even coming in early, working out a lot, he just sets the right example and brings the right energy for the guys.
Is there anything that you guys have played together for a few years now? Is there anything that you've maybe taken from him or learned from him that you now put into your routine?
Yeah, routine-wise, when it comes to being early, being on time, doing your extra work, when it comes to lifting, shooting, when it comes to treatment, taking care of your body, all of that, your approach to the game. Just he's a true professional, and I think a lot of young guys especially can learn from him, and that's what I did too.
This road trip doesn't get any easier. How big a challenge is it tomorrow, to be honest?
Big challenge, back to back. It's not going to be easy. They're one of the best teams. Play very great basketball. You have Giannis on the other end, so it's another challenge for us. Coming together, playing better, especially on defense, not missing the rotations. I was a little bit slow in the last 3 minutes with easy mistakes and stuff like that. It just can't happen, because it gives them confidence when they have easy layups.
Talked about the guys that Toronto still has here. Obviously, big tonight for Anunoby. What made him difficult to defend, particularly in the fourth quarter?
I mean, he's a threat, on all levels. He can can shoot the ball from outside. He's really great in post-ups. He's physical, you know, goes into post-ups. So when he's playing against us in the post, you can't like leave guys on an island. So you kind of like have to overhelp, and then you know that's gets the blender going, rotations going, and he's doing a great job. You know, being calm and playing his style and his speed.
Thanks, Maxi.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.